Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Zach, you guys can call me Hazardous. Thank you for tuning back into my channel, and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video. Now, I have some more information that Activision has posted as a job listing on their website, looking for new game coders and engine developers and engine modifiers and updaters and stuff like that. The Long Sensation made a video on this just a few hours ago, and before my video gets thrown into the mix, just like all the others, I do want to point out that this video is not going to be talking about just how a new engine is likely, like everyone's saying, because honestly, I don't think so. I don't think so at all, and the reason is for this. A lot of my friends are engineering majors, and from there on, they're hardware engineering majors. They're not software engineering majors, and a game engine, it's a software framework for any of you guys who don't know. It's designed, for the creation and the development of video games, so the developers use these engines to create games for the consoles and mobile devices and PCs and all that stuff. And a game engine isn't simply a game engine. It has a bunch of stemming products from that framework. It just has a multitude of different components, so you have like the main game program. So like the actual game logic is what people refer to as like the engine, but there's other things that go into an engine. There's a rendering subset to it, there's an audio subset to it, there's a physics subset, and there's also like artificial intelligence, like the campaign bots and stuff like that. And that's what people don't really realize when they're speaking just solely of a game engine. So with that being said, the fact that Call of Duty 2016 could have a new game engine, I think, is highly unlikely, just because, when developers are, trying to make a new game engine, it takes more time to develop a new engine, and in the sense that, if you want to implement a new engine into the game, it's going to result in unwanted delays, and overall, I'd say any developer that is trying to create a new engine for a game, if they already have progress for that game, they're going to need to restart the project completely. They can't just port it over, because that's what DayZ has been trying to do for the past like 2-3 years now, and then it hasn't been working in the standalone edition. So I do apologize for my roommate coming into the room right there. I didn't know he was going to be back so soon, but I'm just going to keep this going so I can explain to you guys all the stuff about engines and whatnot. As you guys know, as technology ages, the components of these engines become outdated and are sufficient. As you guys well know with Call of Duty, they just can't handle the requirements of a given project, and the complexity of the programming of an entirely new engine, like I said, is going to result in the unwanted delays or a restarted project. So that is why developers and their development team elect to just update their existing game engine with newer functionality or components. But that just doesn't cut it anymore for Call of Duty. And the main giveaway that I don't think the new Call of Duty will be on a new engine is the fact that this is the third one in the development cycle. Now, you had Advanced Warfare, which was the start of the 3-year cycle of video game production. There was Advanced Warfare, then there was Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and now we are back to Infinity Ward with their new Call of Duty 2016. So maybe Sledgehammer in their next Call of Duty, which is coming out right after Infinity Ward's Call of Duty next year. So November of 2017 will be when Sledgehammer is most likely going to come out with their next Call of Duty, since they come out every single November. If there were to be a new game engine in the near future, it would be then, because Sledgehammer will be on a new engine cycle and stuff like that. But Infinity Ward is using the same thing that Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3 has been using, which are just updated versions of the engine that's already in place for Call of Duty, which is like IW4 or something like that, 3 or 2. I don't even know. It's just like IW 4.1, It's just whatever the Call of Duty is. So now it's like IW 10 or 11, but it's still the IW engine, which is the Infinity Ward engine. And this has been a topic that comes up every year. Will the next Call of Duty be on a new engine? And, although people may think the next one will be, think about this. The advanced movement system came out in Advanced Warfare, and Sledgehammer started the 3-year development cycle for Call of Duty. Before that, it was just Infinity Ward, Infinity Ward, Treyarch, back and forth every single year. Now, Sledgehammer got thrown into the mix, and they allow developers now to have 3 years to make their Call of Duty game, instead of 2. So, the next Call of Duty is most likely going to have advanced movement, because Infinity Ward was like, oh, Sledgehammer's doing advanced movement, that's going to be the next big thing. And honestly, I'd say overall, more people don't like it than they do like it. So, it was worth a shot. They took a risk as a company, but it's a failure. It's not a success, I would say, in the community. It was too late for Treyarch, because their whole game is based around the same movement, and probably Infinity Ward. Now, although they have more time to kind of as they started developing their new game, they saw that the advanced movement was a failure. But that's it, if they decided to take that out and run it on a new engine, they would only have like 2 years, and it would take time to develop a new engine and everything. So maybe there's been some backwork that they've been doing for the past 10 years developing a new engine, but I think that is just highly unlikely. I just want to clear the air on game engines and just let you guys know that, you know, don't get your hopes up on that. People say this every single year, and this is kind of proof just because of the 3-year development cycle and the fact that if you want to have a game on a new engine, you have to start from scratch when you're on that new engine because all the coding needs to be reworked and all that stuff. Like I said, I'm no software engineer or anything, but for my friends that are engineering majors, especially in hardware engineering, you know, they know this type of stuff that, you know, software isn't this easy to just kind of tool around with. It takes time. You need a development team, and that's kind of the gist of what I'm saying here. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys found it informative. If you did, please smack a like down below. Share this with everyone because I do want to clear the air on this whole engine thing, not to get people's hopes up, because I don't like how YouTubers will kind of like install false hope in people's minds with stuff like this. I get they're trying to bring you news, but the long sensation was saying was kind of getting people's hopes up. He's saying like it's basically proof just because Activision is searching for new employees for a new engine. He's saying like, oh, just because of that, Call of Duty 2016 will be on a new engine. Correlation versus causation, guys. You know this. You've learned this in school. That's not true. So let's get the word out there that this is kind of the reality of the situation. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like down below. Subscribe if you guys are new to my channel, guys, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Adios, amigos.